Hello everyone, this is Mike, YouTube's resident gun nut. In this video, we'll take a look at our old friend Gaston's new business venture. Beyond handguns, he has a new rifle project, and it's very likely we'll be able to get our hands on some. In case you've been living under a rock, he's been cooking up a rifle for those Brits, who are just fed up with their SA-80 and L85 Enfield Bullpup rifles. I mean, who wouldn't be? You see, the Brits have had a bit of a love-hate relationship with their SA-80 and L85 Enfield Bullpup rifles. While the designs are compact and innovative, these rifles have been notorious for reliability and performance issues, which is a big party pooper when you're in the heat of battle. The L85 in particular faced quite a few issues, including poor accuracy, jamming, and parts breaking. Now, they've been updated and improved over the years, but let's just say old habits die hard. So, it's no surprise that the Brits are on the lookout for a more reliable and battle-ready alternative to up their rifle game. And who better to turn to than Glock, right? The web's been abuzz with whispers of Glock's new toy, and just last December, Sean Odinson, a YouTuber, defense blogger, and ex-sniper, dropped some tantalizing pics. People went gaga over the potential model number. Now, the gun world didn't quite catch on at first, since Odinson isn't exactly a gun nut like yours truly. But then, Matt Hoover, the CRS Firearms YouTube guy, got the lowdown from an anonymous insider, and things got real. Before we knew it, folks started spotting Glock carbine barrels coming through the ATF, hinting at civilian market availability. Glock played coy until AmmoLand News got a juicy confirmation from Ainsley Cash Connor, Glock's communications manager. Word on the street is that the AR-15F is the British Army's answer to an alternative individual weapon system rifle for their special ops and ranger units. We've seen the outside, but the insides remain a mystery. Lucky for us, German blog site Spartanat.com's got some patent drawings to tease our imaginations. Let's take a look at them, shall we? Behold, the cocking slide in this snapshot, seemingly unfazed by firing and happily ambidextrous. Those nifty loading levers fold inwards, keeping things sleek, while offering a smorgasbord of opening shapes and angles. Plus, the slide seems to have a no tools required policy for detachment. With the lever hanging out above the barrel's front, it's ready to rock and roll into shooting position. And number 18 in the drawing? That there's the bolt carrier, friends. Feast your eyes on this photo, where number 28, our deer barrel, cozies up to the bolt carrier and gas pressure system. It looks like we've got a short stroke system on our hands, with the gas piston's fancy footwork spanning a cool 20 to 30 millimeter at number 18. But wait, where's the gas piston? Seems like it's playing hide and seek. Let's check out the next diagram, shall we? In this diagram, number 18 reveals the gas piston's whereabouts, sporting a stylish ring-shaped look. This little number drives the bolt and bolt carrier rearward via linkage, and the leftover gases, they get the boot, making their exit up front, near the muzzle. This sketch shows the gas piston's hangouts, front and back. Fun fact, the barrel's got a duo of gas apertures, chilling at the top and bottom. But hold up, unlike the previous drawings which played nice and matching numbers for the same part, this one's gone rogue, leaving us scratching our heads about the component's whereabouts. This diagram serves up an intimate peek at the bolt and bolt carrier group, which has a bit of an AK-47 vibe, thanks to the locking spring's upper position. And get this, the bolt carrier group is quite the minimalist, as it has noticeably fewer parts than your average everyday AR-15. That means this rifle will be more budget-friendly, cheaper to build, and a breeze to clean and maintain. Not surprising, is it? It is a Glock after all. This diagram is showing off the closure's front diagonal view. It might look like the same old song and dance, but trust me, some serious work's been done. The slide, also known as the bolt carrier in the patent, is all about being compact. And, get this, Glock's rifle doesn't need a buffer tube like the typical AR-15, which opens the door for a stylish integrated folding stock kinda like the FN Scar or the PSA Jackal. But hey, let's not get ahead of ourselves. Without the nitty-gritty details, we're just speculating here. Glock's got a patent on the rifle's extraction and ejection mechanism, which looks fancy-schmancy, but it's really nothing to write home about. Sure, the patent images don't tell us the particular cartridges this new rifle would possibly chamber, but judging by the parts proportions, it seems open to chambering various cartridges types while keeping its basic moves intact. That said, since it is an AR-15 platform sibling, there's a 100% chance one of the chamberings will be the 5.56. This drawing gives us a sneak peek at the magazine holder. Just like the rifle's cocking slide, the holder can be actuated on either side. It's a dead ringer for the AR-15's magazine getup, but operates without screws. So, it's a safe bet that the new Glock rifle will accept mil-spec AR-15 mags. Check out this 3D rendered mag hatch. There is no juicy gossip suggesting Glock's rifles won't accept polymer mags. In fact, whipping up polymer magazines for the Brits' shiny new AR-15 might just be another goldmine for Gaston. This exploded segment hints that Glock's assault rifle might rock a quick-change barrel system, not too different from the Steyr AUG or STG-77, where the barrel is held tight by a clamping lever. But don't get too excited, this nifty trick is likely reserved for when the rifle is in pieces. This diagram shows off the barrel clamp assembly, with the barrel waltzing in from the front, giving a twirl, and cozying up to the clamping lever at number 40. According to the patent, the clamping pin isn't a stage 5 clinger on the barrel, allowing it 0.1mm of personal space for smooth moves. The receiver's got that polished glow, and the rifle boasts ambidextrous controls for slide releases, magazine releases, safety, and more, all beefed up and ready to mingle. The rifle in the picture sports an M-lock handguard that checks the Brits' AIWS tender box for slot quantity and channels its inner Heinel, a German rifle maker. Well, if I may say so, the rifle barrel in the photo appears on the shorter side, somewhere between 10.3 and 12.5 inches, but don't quote me on that. Measuring from pictures isn't my cup of tea. That snazzy suppressor on the barrel checks the box for the contract tender's hush-hush requirement. The GR-115F sports an aim-point acro red dot sight and an LPVO, making it quite the modern and swanky military rifle. Perfect for any dashing special ops commando. Now, these Glock rifle picks came to light during the Brits platform testing, and the GR-115F is duking it out with big game rifle makers like Knight's Armament and Lewis Machine & Tool. It's a bit odd, as Gaston's been all about handguns, but who knows? He might just have a few tricks up his sleeve. You see, the Brits might have hired Gaston to whip up an AR-15 for two main reasons. One, their elite forces are eyeing AR-type rifles since the SA-80's been quite the debacle. And two, the Glock 17 has been their go-to sidearm since 2013, so it makes sense to stick with a tried-and-true provider. If Glock ends up arming the Brits with both handguns and rifles, who knows? Maybe American military and law enforcement will want a taste of that Glock AR-15 action. And for us civilians, a semi-automatic Glock AR-15 isn't entirely out of the question. So Glock fanboys, rejoice! And regrettably, that's all the time we have for today. If Glock decides to sell a semi-auto version of this rifle in the US, would you buy one? Comment down below. Please help the channel grow by clicking on the like, share, and subscribe buttons. And while you're down there, give that bell icon a tap so you don't miss out on any of my fantastic new content. Thanks for tuning in.